So, weeks 5 through 7 of the time capsule. Let's take a little time to explain this briefly. By the end, me and Ms. Campbell. Um, this will continue on and probably be due sometime early in June, giving us ample time to look at it. If you look at the weeks, this time I think I've counted the weeks right: 15, 22, 29. I'm posting it this week so that you can get going on it. Same provisions apply. Well, let me explain this before I start getting into the provisions. So, letter to myself, see below. So, you're going to create a Google Doc, write a letter to yourself, include how you felt during the quarantine, what you might have done, what you learned. Hopefully, you were productive and learned more than just how to make TikTok videos. Hopefully, it's a little deeper than that. Interview with parent or adult or guardian or adult. You can do this on a flip grid. So, like on the flip grid, if you choose to do it here, if the flip grid opens for me, so I have to log in. This is what you'll be doing. You can go in through the grid as well. I've got the general link up on Classroom for the grid, but then you can also go in here and do it. And then you've got an interview with adult where you can add a video up to 10 minutes, and then you, of course, can flip it around. And I guess the ideal thing to do would be to try to get, so the ideal thing to do, of course, would be to try to get two people in the frame. You know, you've got plenty of room for having, two people in the frame. My wife could be a Zoom meeting, have a nice little setup where you get two people in the frame. I know. Sorry, it's not as, you can even put pictures up of times that you've had, et cetera, like I've done. So now I'm going to get out of this and not record it and come back to my and you can also write the interview as well. I would prefer Flipgrid. We prefer Flipgrid, but you could also do it this way. You're not limited to these questions. It may be different based on who you're interviewing, right? It may be different based on who you're interviewing. These are just some ideas. You're not limited to these, but just record. If you do record the questions, if you come up with your own, put the question in and the answer in a color other than black, in a readable color. I should look at that twice in there and record them. So an interview with adult is week 6, and then last week, there's nothing there. Last week is an overview, a Google slideshow with pictures and artifacts from this 2 months. They've done this now, as she's become so affectionately referred to, Big Gretch. No offense. Has decided we need to stay safe. We need to go to the 28th. I just got announced today. So, what sort of pictures are you going to have? If you see my other video from week 4, like for example on the special occasions, I put a bunch of pictures in. That'll certainly go in my collage. Other things that would go in my collage would be like screenshots of my videos and things that I've done, around the house. Maybe kind of some of the videos I made capturing this would be good screenshots of that. And then you're gonna make a flip grid explaining it. So on the flip grid, on this particular one, you're going to need to, on this particular flip grid, on the picture collage, what you're going to want to do is when you go to add the video, you're going to want to go over to the dots, okay? You're going to want to go over to the dots once you push the plus and add the video. You're going to want to screen record your desktop or browser tab. And when you do that, it will also capture you, okay? So this I gave you about 5 minutes to do. This just should be all the time that you need to do it. But you're going to screen record here. So again, I can't emphasize this enough. Once you click the plus sign, you're going to load up and you're going to screen record the browser tab so that we can see your slideshow as you're explaining it, and your audio is on, and then you can and so on. So this is what you're going to do here as you're doing the flip grid. So make a slideshow and also attach the slideshow to the classroom assignment and then as well, so that we can see that as well. So again, the provisions of this, at least if you're in my class for weeks 5 through 7, is when you decide that you're going to do this, and you need to private message me with which assignment you're replacing when you turn in the time capsule. Be sure to read the directions or watch my video explaining it. So if you complete all the activities for, I guess this should say, if I can edit this fast enough, if you complete all the activities for weeks, I just copied this over because it's the same provisions. For weeks 5 through 7 by the due date, you may be exempted from another homework class assignment. This is in addition to 1 through 4, okay? So you can get a credit, you can get a replacement on 1 through 4 if you had it done by this Thursday, 5/14, or you can get a replacement on, and you can get a replacement on this one for having it done, all of it thoroughly by the due date. And if you private message me which you're replacing, okay? So for 5 through 7 segment, you get a replacement, and through 1 through 4, you get a replacement. So 2, up to 2. You can just choose to do one set, and maybe I'm tired of it, don't want to do this set. Up to you. But again, this is a replacement homework grade, not the test project grade. So, for example, the World War I project boards, those can't be replaced. You can count that out of your 80%, but that's really not helping you if some of you that want to improve your grade. So anyways, that's here nor there. But that's the provision. They're not required, but they can be replace homework grades that you may have missed or that you want or don't want to do or whatever. Okay, so that explains 5 through 7. It looks like, yeah, that'll explain 5 through 7, and we'll move on from there. Hopefully you'll have some fun with it if you choose to do it.